Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Chair El-Shantiri. Good morning, Mayor and members of Council. We're here today to brief you on the operational plan that we have in place to address Rolling Thunder event coming this weekend. As indicated by the Chair, I'm here today with Deputy Chief Paul Burnett. I want to begin by addressing the community. We've heard your concerns. We know that you are still healing from the disruption and criminality the unlawful protests brought to our streets earlier this year. This is a proud and vibrant part of the city, and we understand that it has had an impact on all the residents and a pronounced impact on many in our marginalized communities. Your police service will not allow for unsafe or unlawful conditions that could lead to another unlawful protest. In the past weeks, we have been speaking with businesses, residents, local councillors, and community leaders. We've heard the concerns about access to residential neighborhoods, noise, improper driving, parking, acts of hate or intolerance, and other criminality. That input has been a major factor in our planning for these and other operations. The right to lawful and peaceful demonstrations will always be protected by our service. We do so almost every day in the capital with protests, demonstrations, and rallies on any number of issues. We have examined all of our legal authorities, and we have no ability to prevent any individuals from coming to the capital to voice their concerns to government or hold events to support their cause. This is a right enshrined in the Charter. Along with rights, there are responsibilities that every individual has, and it is the responsibility of police to uphold the law and preserve the peace. I want to be as open as possible in our communications so that everybody understands what they can expect. Individuals associated with this event are expected to arrive on Friday, with many of the main activities occurring on Saturday. It is too early to provide information on expected numbers, but we know that organizers have said they expect more than 500 motorcycles. We expect that many of the individuals will be staying in downtown local hotels. We are also aware of a site in the rural area of Eagleson Road where some Rolling Thunder participants are gathering this weekend. This area will see increased police presence and possible traffic delays. We're aware of a church in the Vanier area known to be frequented by these groups. They may host an event this weekend. We do not yet know how many people may attend in other types of vehicles or on foot. There are other events, including the church service, that are scheduled for Sunday. At this point, they have said that they will depart the city following their planned events. The joint position of the City of Ottawa and the Ottawa Police is that no motor vehicle-based protest, rally, or event will be allowed to occur in designated downtown areas. This includes areas near and around Parliament Hill and the National War Memorial and applies to all demonstrations, rallies, and events. Organizers have been advised of this. The focus of our plan will be on public safety, maintaining the right to protest and enforcing all applicable laws. The plan draws on extra police resources and is designed to meet the issues we may face. We have already begun to put this plan in place. Residents will see a large police presence, including by-law and parking enforcement officers. There will be a significant increase in officers from the Ontario Provincial Police, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and other municipal police jurisdictions to execute the plan. Controlled intersections, no parking and no stopping areas, road closures, vehicle towing, and ticketing will be part of the enforcement strategy to support our public safety efforts. A motor vehicle-based event exclusion zone in the downtown area has been established. No motor vehicles involved in any event, rally, protest, or demonstration are permitted inside this zone. However, the roads are not closed. Residential and business traffic, as well as pedestrian, cyclists, and public transit will be permitted. There will be heavy city trucks, physical barriers such as fencing, and police officers to control and restrict access to certain areas in the downtown core to maintain public safety. We have developed multiple contingencies, including traffic officers and quick response teams that will be ready to provide an immediate police response to issues throughout the city. The event organizers plan to hold a ride on Saturday afternoon. It will be a portion of the city. It will enter a portion of the city and depart using the Nicholas on-ramp to Highway 417. There will be a heavy police presence monitoring this ride, backed up by tow trucks and physical barriers. I want to be clear with both organizers and participants. You will be held accountable for your actions before, during, and after events. We will continue to monitor online and open source commentary related to all events. Threatening or intimidating behaviors will be addressed with all appropriate enforcement action. Investigative teams, including our hate crime unit, are in place, focused on gathering evidence and laying charges where appropriate. The display of symbols of hate like swastikas will result in charges. The targeting of any community events will result in a police and enforcement response. As we do with every event, we've reached out to the Rolling Thunder organizers to ensure we understand their plans. We do this for every event, from football games to concerts to rallies to protests. This is never meant to support any specific cause, but to ensure there are clear lines of communication and the public safety issues are addressed. We are reaching out to individuals and groups who plan to attend to express their opposition to this event to understand their plans as well. We continue to finalize our planning to ensure all of this event is peaceful, lawful, and orderly. I will continue to update our board, council, and public in the days ahead. Finally, we've heard from the community and take seriously the concerns raised. You will see that in our planning and the execution of our plan. It's important we set context and expectations. We see a lot of conflict online over this event, much of it from people in groups behind keyboards far away who want to drive social discord. I absolutely do not want to see this conflict on our streets. This is an open and peaceful city. Given the size of our jurisdiction, you will see people on motorcycles and individuals in the downtown core who have absolutely nothing to do this event. We need to be respectful to one another. It is my goal that the operation we have in place will reassure our residents and businesses and allow you to enjoy your community through this weekend and moving on. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and I'm happy to take any questions.